Aloha. I thought I was going to take a day off today, but I had to make this quick video because I haven't made a video that came out hard on CERN as a whole and what's going on with the whole CERN stuff, because I reference that CERN is full of shit because the CERN scientists ain't no different than NASA, and NASA is full of shit. We already know this. So if these are two ducks in the same pond and both of them ducks is full of shit, then everything they're talking about is garbage. So everything that's connecting to that is garbage. Because one thing I am researching a lot, or I'm staying up on the stuff that's going on, is the Mandela effect stuff. And that seems more realistic to me as far as what's going on with this organic awakening between or within the peoples, and realizing that things aren't what they really seem in this universe the way we've been told they are, and we actually do have a connection with our maximum potentials and connections with consciousness as a whole, once we start to realize that we have been conditioned and programmed by a distraction program. And as long as we keep getting locked into this artificial intelligence grid, we will separate ourselves from what our maximum potential is within our intuition, within the true depths of the law of attraction, not the garbage, get yourself a car and money and all that shit. That's that bogus, the secret documentary bullshit. No, what this really means when you start to connect to the organic space of realizing your most high purpose and meaning, connections to your higher self and all of that. And these scientists, how I'm seeing this as CERN has been put up in our faces for the last however many 50 years, and only gotten real active within the last few years because the people in the know of frequencies and vibrations, the individuals who play, the entities who play with frequency and vibrations, when they put certain music out there, when they put certain movies out there, when they tell certain stories, and what that does to your consciousness when you are thinking on a fear mentality instead of creating on a creative or love production, a heart vibration, maximum potential experience. There's a difference between the low vibrating spaces of fear and the high vibrating spaces of love and connection. And this is where we get caught up in this survival mode mentality of the lower chakra frequencies, and having all that stuff work against us instead of work for us individually and collectively. So we give our power away to these arrogant scientists who just say they have the answers to all of the universe, and we need to just keep paying them $10 billion a year. He's going to mention this in here, that number, because that's the same number that NASA gets. $10 billion a year. That's tax money. That's money. That's food off of your kids' plates every day that goes straight to these individuals so they can make up some scientific magic spell to have you believing in an artificial universe. So they're basically, CERN is an actual science project from the science community all around the world to make you believe in the Big Bang. So if you're already understanding the flat Earth and the true science, the alchemy of the flat Earth, and the potential the science, the true science of the flat earth, if you understand that, if you understand what that means when you realize your connection to your Most High, and you realize what these individuals' intentions are as far as separating you from yourself and your connection to a creator space. And then I'm going to play this video so you can see how he's actually verbalizing that they are, he's saying that they are the creators of the universe when they're reproducing this Big Bang, this mini Big Bang, and so-called finding this God particle, this Higgs boson. They are creating illusions in order to convince everybody that their illusions in the that circle around the little illusions that circle around the big illusions are real. This is what they're doing. And CERN is out there. It's all ego. It says we have a lot of scientists. We've been working on this for a lot of decades, and we finally did it. We finally did it. Coincidentally on Einstein's birthday. So they got to put this shit all in your face like, we did it. And remember Einstein? He was a cool, smart guy. Yeah. Coincidentally, we just did this on his birthday. That ain't no coincidence. They have to make you believe that they are connected to Einstein when they're doing this shit. This is all a fucking show. So how I'm seeing this is that the Mandela effect, which is just really the human consciousness awakening from waking up out of that sleeping distraction spell of being locked into a distraction and condition mind control grid from all these gatekeepers and these gatekeeping programs that we've been subject to individually and collectively for centuries. We've been locked into this lack of maximum potential and experiencing our reality in connection to our natural experience for so long that we forgot how to utilize intuition. We forgot about synchronicity. We forgot about the law of attraction. We forgot about what the indigenous people were connecting to. We forgot about alchemy. We forgot about what the ancient Egyptians were studying and mastering in those time frames. We forgot about the true histories and connections of the people and the connection to animals, nature, spirit, animal spirits, nature spirits, and our creation, our actual organic connections to a Most High. Once these individuals came down here and into our faces with all these TVs and all these university systems, say you live on a globe, that automatically separates you from your physical reality. It separates you from your creator. It separates you from your power as a whole, because you're just floating in space based upon what they tell you your experience is based upon. That's it. And CERN is the latest shit to scare the shit out of you. It's a fear mentality. When you just look basically at what CERN is all about, they're talking about, oh, they're opening up doorways, they're doing this, they're doing that. It's all about, demons are coming through. They're using Shiva. These are fear tactics. They're using fear mentalities to make individuals think a certain way and act a certain way. Give you their energy. Give them your energy, your focus, and your money, so they can convince you of something that is part of their plan. Like I said before, CERN, the scientists at CERN, they are the Neil deGrasse Tysons. They are the Michio Kakus and the Bill Nyes and all the other assholes that are out there. And you can see how he's no different. They use all these hand gestures. They got to sell it big time to you. CERN is bullshit. CERN is basically a fucking paperweight. Even if it was some kind of interdimensional doorway they're gonna open up, what the fuck is the average person gonna do? What if that is true? What are you gonna do as a they're just gonna open the shit up? What are you gonna do as an individual? What are you gonna do as a collective if they're doing this shit? because we don't really have any power. You're not picking when you're voting, if you still vote, you're not picking your president. These are fucking games they're being played on a collective scale. It's a big fucking play. So they have to sell these programs as if they're on your side. They have to create the good guys and the bad guys. This shit is not for anybody else. This shit could be a total... This is how I'm feeling what it is. It's a total distraction and an ego booster to back up the idea, the theory of the Big Bang, and show proof, artificial proof of an artificial theory. That's what when you hear him explaining this is what CERN is all about. It's about recreating the Big Bang, which is a theory. And once they do that, then they can convince you of whatever else they've discovered in their studies. It's just bullshit. And I'm seeing that this is everything has a timing to it. So this video came out in 2013. So they said that they found the Higgs boson back then. So that gives them 3 years to this moment to prep on having CERN in our consciousness as existing as something we need to be paying attention to. Then it moves into 3 years later. Oh, we've been practicing here. We did it on this date. We amped up the time frame. We amped up the power. And on September 23rd, 2015, we really did it. Ooh, we did it. They just picked this time frame that just happened to coincide with the Mandela effect stuff and all these other things that are going on, which nobody can prove any of this stuff, because if you're looking into this information without any judgment on it, just seeing it for what it is and feeling it out, there's so many different things that are involved within the Mandela effect. You can take it from any kind of perspective you want. The CERN perspective is fear-driven. It's focused on the scientists having the power that is artificial to begin with, and it is out there as a distraction from the organic connections, the organic understandings of the Mandela effect, which is also another distraction. CERN is another distraction from the flat earth stuff. All this stuff came out at the same time, 2015. So they have to co-opt these timings with their scientific whatevers to make it look like they are the ones who are doing this shit. So this is what I'm seeing is what CERN is all about. And I just saw a video and a website talking about how CERN's calculations are not adding up. That shit is just not adding up. It doesn't make any sense, and it's off. It doesn't add up. The stuff that they have available to the public, as far as the numbers and all that stuff, is not adding up. It's all bullshit. These are all bullshitters. So yeah, this is my stance firmly right now on what CERN is. I don't give a fuck about anything that they're doing in CERN. That ain't no different than a science project. It's a paperweight. It's full of shit. Even if they did open up some doorways, you better be able to connect to your most high connections and your angels and your higher self to be able to deal with some shit like that. Even if that was at all true. Because they ain't have any fucking answers on what to do if they do open up some doorways like that. This is a movie. They exist on dramatizing your reality. This is what all these horror movies are. That's why there's a horror movie genre, and these specific genres. There's a horror genre, there's a drama genre, there's an action genre, there's a romance genre, there's a comedy genre. It's all distraction and programming. And there are other genres that are not at all popular. These are very specific genres to sell you very specific programs to make you think and act in very specific ways. And it all connects to what they are doing on a regular basis in the so-called real world. It's bullshit. They are selling fear to the umpteenth degree. And if you buy into that shit, you will pay energy into all of their illusions and either fall for the scare tactics or fall for the hopeless, powerless tactics that are all part of their plan so they can make themselves out to be the superheroes. And the superheroes and the villains, because they're playing all the same story. So I want you to listen to how he sells, how full of shit he is, because he ain't no different than Bill Nye and Brian Greene and Neil deGrasse Tyson. He just sells it from the other guy perspective. He's like the other guy on Big Think, who's talking with his hands a lot and telling you all this shit that they discovered. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. They're trying to give you answers for artificial theories in order to back up their artificial lies, so you can keep paying taxes, so you can keep believing whatever other theory or scare propaganda that comes out to make you vote for this or send money for that or watch this movie. The Martian was made to make you believe in that movie. Matt Damon was made to make you believe in NASA. They're all one. It's all one big magic show. Mainstream media, BBC, this is how they sell this shit.
They have finally found the Higgs boson, a subatomic particle that's a building block of the universe. The initial discovery of the so-called God particle was
the God particle. They're telling you they are God.
Has been analyzed to confirm the particle's existence. For more on what it all means, I spoke to theoretical physics professor and author Michio Kaku just a short time ago. Why is it called the God's particle, Michio?
Well, first of all, by coincidence, it's Einstein's birthday today. And what a birthday present. After 50 years of speculation, after spending 10 billion euros, we have finally found the Higgs boson.
He couldn't just start talking about it. He had to build it up.
And we think the Higgs boson, in turn, could be a missing piece of the creation of the universe, the Big Bang Theory. You know, the Big Bang Theory says nothing about how it banged, what banged. However, we think that a Higgs boson of this type perhaps was the fuse that set into motion the creation of the universe. It put the bang in the Big Bang.
Okay, I can't resist that. It's my son's birthday as well. I didn't know
they found the bang in the Big Bang, and coincidentally on Einstein's birthday, and oh god.
With Einstein, but 14 billion years ago, as you say, the universe went bang. Is this telling us then why the bang took place?
Well, we think at the instant of time, the universe was a singularity. Think of a perfect crystal, a crystal that's symmetrical in all directions, but it was unstable. There was a Higgs boson that caused an impurity, which caused it to...
Impurity caused your universe.
Of today. So
cosmic mistake from a cosmic impurity. Listen to these words.
To create the galaxies, planets, you and me, and the atoms of today. That's why the Higgs boson is so critical. We are all children of the Higgs boson.
Children of impurity.
I'm confused because I was also
and cosmic mistake. That's what he's saying.
Gives us matter.
That's right. This boson is nothing but a part of a family of Higgs bosons, which each one does a certain thing.
A family.
This is the lightest of the Higgs boson, and at the beginning of time, all particles had no mass. So this particle, when it broke the singularity, gave us particles with mass. However, another Higgs boson, we think, actually set the fuse, actually lit the match that ignited the universe and gave us this cosmic explosion 13.7 billion years ago.
Okay, I'm not feeling so bad about being confused. It cost $100 billion.
See how they play dumb again.
What are the practical benefits of these
in order to make them feel big?
Well, this machine costing about $10 billion is not
$10
going to
billion.
give us better color television. We're not going to have better internet reception. We're talking about a machine that will take us right to the beginning of time itself.
Beginning of
By slamming protons
time.
together at trillions of electron volts, we are creating a mini Big Bang on a microscopic scale. And we are privileged privileged to witness
Privilege.
this event in it happening right before our eyes. We are in some sense recreating the process of creation itself.
There it is. Privilege to be able to recreate the process of creation itself. They are recreating your creation. That's what they are saying they are doing. And goodness gracious, what else are you going to say?
I misread it, not 100 billion. So you reckon it was 10 billion well spent?
I think so. And by the way,
I think so. Yeah, of course you think so.
Dark matter. We know that most of the universe is actually invisible. It keeps the Milky Way galaxy together, in fact. And the next milestone of the Large Hadron Collider is to find dark matter.
That's how they
which
exist.
Makes up most of the universe.
Dark matter is next.
Atoms, we only make up 4% of the universe. Dark matter, dark energy make up much more.
Okay, Michio Kaku, we have to leave it there. Thank you very much.
So they sell you the Big Bang. They find the Big Bang. They said, we did it. $10 billion. Well worth it. We found creation. Good job, guys. High five yourselves. Now, what's next? Somewhere in the future, which is the next, is just like the movie Back to the Future. They time travel to 2015 and tell you going to have flying cars in the future. This is how they work. It's a constant live in the future program. We're going to go to Mars in 2024. We're going to go here in 20 whatever. We're going to do this in 2020 whatever. It's a constant future program, and they never do anything. They never discover anything. They never show you anything. It's all a secret, or it's all done behind closed doors. Meanwhile, today, in the present moment, you will send your tax money to them to fund that $10 billion machine full of shit and take that money out of your baby's mouth. Take that money, that food, that money that will buy food to feed your kids, and send it to these assholes like Michio Kaku, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye, and fucking Brian Greene going on the Stephen Colbert show trying to convince you that this shit is real. And then you got the so-called conspiracy side with the internet and YouTube and all these other stuff trying to scare the shit out of you on the back end, knowing that a lot of these videos and these people are sent out there to make you feel scared about some old bullshit and tell you that they have the power to open up interdimensional doorways to open up to get demons to come in. And motherfucking demons are already here. They already here. They're making you kill yourselves, kill each other. They're making you be powerless, be hopeless. They're making individuals think as if they are totally separate from their creator space, from their most high realizations, from their meaning and purpose. If that's not a devilish mentality or a devilish program already, then what the fuck are you looking for demons for? If the devil's already here making you believe that you have no connection to your most high, what the fuck difference does it make? This is the intent of these individuals who get in on these television shows, utilize the mainstream media, utilize these late night talk show hosts, utilize these radio shows, utilize the movies to sell you a big ass lie, whether it be a science fiction one, whether it be a non-fiction, or whether it be entertainment, action and entertainment, whatever it is. Every angle is designed to play you a certain way. And since we've been scared shitless with all these horror movies and drama movies and action movies, we tend to lean towards the more dramatic storylines because they're comfortable for us. So when people talk about, yeah, CERN is doing this and CERN is doing that, instead of realizing what we are doing, what we are realizing from the inside out within our connections, and seeing that something is bigger here in relation to the Mandela effect and flat earth and all these other things, because they've sold programs that exist inside this box called science. The Big Bang Theory, the evolution theory, dinosaur theory, the globe model. This box is like a jack-in-a-box. It's a tiny little toy that we keep turning over and over and over again and don't know when it's gonna pop open. It just keeps staying in that little tiny ass box. We keep turning that shit, paying our energy, paying our money in there, waiting for that jack-in-a-box to open, and they keep adjusting the story, telling us it's gonna be soon, it's gonna be soon, it's gonna be soon. Just keep waiting on money, just keep waiting on politics, just keep waiting on scientists, just keep waiting on the future, and don't understand the present, don't understand the storylines going on in the inner spaces, don't understand peace as a whole, don't understand connection, don't understand the old stories of the indigenous people, don't understand and ask questions about any of that shit, because these scientists got your back. That's what they're saying. We got it. We're the smart ones. We got it. Don't worry about anything. Don't ask any questions. We'll do it. It's bullshit. It's a constant state of just ridiculousness that we pay into. So CERN, I'll end it on this. CERN, I'll go out there and just say CERN is full of shit. CERN is just NASA, and they're utilizing Shiva. They're like, when they put these murals out. This is why they make all these storylines. When they make all they put Shiva out there, and then the Destroyer, and then they do these videos where they're making it look like they're doing this ritual, and then they put out I Pet Goat, and then they put out the CERN's propaganda with all this other stuff. This is to make it look like it's something. When you really look at it, and who's behind this shit, they're a bunch of tricksters. They're a bunch of lying ass, fake ass tricksters who are still getting paid tax money. So I'm calling bullshit. And even if I'm wrong or in whatever kind of context, there ain't nothing that we can do in any other way other than react how we would normally react if something does happen in reference to it. We actually believe what they're talking about with these dimensions and all this other stuff. If you are at all in the flat earth understanding of stuff, and then in the Mandela effect stuff, and you understand the bullshit that's going on with the Big Bang and the evolution theory, then CERN is pretty much a no-brainer. It's just full of shit. So I made this video right now because there's a lot more videos and fear propaganda that's being pumped out of there in relation to CERN. And this is my stance on it. This is my perspective and my stance until I see some other stuff. But I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep seeing the storyline that's connected to this, because this feels right to me. And it feels more right to understand stuff like the Mandela effect from an organic consciousness connection, an organic understanding of our reality, of consciousness as a whole, of humanity and as a whole, and how we experience our reality outside of the control grid. And CERN is the distraction to try to co-opt that whole timing of everything and that whole storyline as a whole, and try to say that they did it, they're doing this, or they did it. No, I'm calling bullshit on that. So that's my stance on CERN and all these individuals who are connected with that, and including the conspiracy people that are talking out there about, CERN is doing this, is open up doorways. Yeah, all right. It's just as much proof of all this other bullshit that's out there from what they're telling, from people saying, yeah, I saw it. No, yeah, all right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, thank you for joining me. Until next time, peace. Well, yeah, God, I had something else I wanted to say. No. Anyway, from all my relations, until next time, peace, love, and harmony.